coming out there and playing fast. I thought we executed, for being a young group, there was going to be middle errors. But for the most part, I thought we executed pretty well.
Was there any sense of frustration at any time out there?
Well, yeah, when drives get stopped and you're looking around, wondering what's going on, it's always going to be some kind of, you don't want to point the finger, but people are, you're wondering what happened, and when you have turnovers, it slows things down. So yeah, it was frustrating, but you just have to, become a veteran group and, gel together and let stuff just roll up your shoulder.
You had 21 points, I think, in the first 17 minutes, and then nothing in the last 43. What changed?
Our rhythm changed. We had an up-tempo offense going, and one little mistake led to another, and then a fumble, and it slowed our tempo down, and that in turn led to frustration. People missing blocks and stuff like that.
Alex, did Murray State change their defense or do anything differently?
Well, they were moving the front pretty much every play. They were rocking guys. They weren't just going to let us. They weren't just going to sit there and let us pound on them all day. So they had to make a change, and that's what they did. So we had to change our game plan up a little bit. But other than that, they didn't do anything special.
As a group, obviously you have 5 new starters on the line. What can you guys do between now and next Friday to kind of iron out some of your issues?
We need to come in tomorrow and review the tape, and see what we did wrong and fix the mistakes. But every single game we're going to get better. We've shown that in camp, and we'll show that this season.
How important is a guy like Mario? He's the veteran guy. He's the center of that unit. How much difference does he make in that?
A great deal. That's another healthy body who knows what he's doing. He's been through the ringer. So that's just one more guy. But we're not inexperienced now. We all have one start.
How would you assess Will's play tonight?
I thought he did fine. He was. He got flushed a couple times, and that made him run out of the pocket, which I thought he handled pretty well. But other than stepping up and making plays, he made the plays he needed to. We needed to, we just all needed to play better.
Do you think he had pretty good command in the huddle?
Oh, absolutely. He always does. But with the ball flipping out, I don't know how that happened. But that's just another one of those things that slows your tempo down. It makes you frustrated because you don't know what happened and stuff like that.
I'll ask it so Tony doesn't seem like such a homer. What about the Trinity connection of you hike the ball, Will throws the ball,
and Radcliffe catches the ball? Yeah, that was pretty special,
All 3 walk-ons.
Yeah, that's all 3
right.
Walk-ons. That's right. We came here,
Get some scholarship guys from Trinity.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Help us there, Cap.
Oh yeah, we will. But played with those guys for a long time. We're just trying to continue now. We're used to winning, and we want to win here. So
if somebody would have told you, I asked Will the same thing 4 years ago, that you'd be the starting center and Will would be the starting quarterback at the University of Louisville, what would you tell him?
It was always a possibility, but it's pretty fun, playing with those guys. I've known them for 8 years now, so we just want to, carry on that winning tradition.
Who do you think was more excited, Radcliffe or Stein?
Probably Radcliffe. Radcliffe gets really excited, but Scotty actually played really well. Yeah, played very well.
Yeah. How would you rate the offensive line's performance tonight?
Well, it's tough to tell now. I could tell you tomorrow when we come in and watch the film, but a couple of middle errors will shut you down in a heartbeat, and it'll get you off track, and it'll, it leads to frustration, like you were saying. But as for I don't know the yard count or anything, but as for moving the ball, I thought we did fine. We just killed ourselves with penalties.
Mention the penalties. What's going to need to change between this week and next week?
Execution, becoming more of a unit, not worrying about little things, incomplete pass, a fumble, just letting that stuff go, and carrying on with the game.
How quick will Overly have the films ready for you guys with his comments? What time would that be?
Probably tomorrow afternoon.
Afternoon.
Sure.
It seems like y'all got a rhythm and couldn't get back into the. Can you pinpoint what knocked you all out of it?
When you look at a drive, penalties will knock you out of rhythm, false starts, obviously turnover when it doesn't go your way, that'll knock you out of rhythm. But negative plays, a guy misses a block, misses an assignment, those kind of things.
One of those things where a win is a win, and that's pretty much all that matters to the night.
That's right. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's good to have a win, you know. All the bad things that showed up, I mean, I'm sure we did some good things there in the first half and in the second half. We just have to, you know, eliminate the mental errors.
Were there a lot of missed assignments from the offensive line, say compared to last year?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
right
you gotta
now.
watch film, all right, yeah.
We have to watch film, but
The overall chemistry between all you new guys on the offensive line. Y'all off the field, do y'all get along pretty well, hang out?
absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we're all buddies and everything. We just, I mean, when you step on the field together, you have to be one unit. You can't have people going every which way doing their own thing.
Can you imagine John Miller stepping into his first game, playing, starting, being a true freshman? Can you imagine his nerves going into this, and how do you think he played?
I thought he played pretty well. You know, I couldn't tell on every play, but I mean, he was moving guys. He was you know, he's a big body, and he's going to be really good for us.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Good.